Welcome to the Spice Must Roll, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Paul Berserker01 Batman Shelley, your humble host and space bartender at the Astropub, and your GM here for this campaign, this Wrath and Glory campaign. For those of you who don't know, Wrath and Glory is the official tabletop role-playing game for Warhammer 40,000. It has been so since 2020. So I've brought a bunch of friends who enjoy playing, enjoy the Warhammer universe, and we're playing a little Warhammer roleplay. We already did episode 0. For those of you who are watching this live, I was getting episode 0 up, but then there was an issue. I know how to fix it, and I can fix it, but it's going to just take time for compiling and stuff like that. So don't worry, we'll do a little quick synopsis if you missed episode 0, but if you like this, go back and watch episode 0 as well, so you can get that. It's only about an hour long. It'll only be about an hour long, and it'll give you kind of more context as to who these individuals are and where they're from and such. But we'll do a little bit more introductions. All right. With that being said, I am, as I've said, Paul Shelley, the Astropub. I am the GM, or as I like to call myself, the Chaos God. My job is to cause chaos and mayhem to make the story interesting. So which Chaos God depends on how what mood I'm in. Sometimes I'm feeling a little Slanesh. Sometimes I'm feeling a little Nurgle. We'll see. So with that, let's get started with Omega. Introducing the cast here. Omega, Who are you? What do you do when you're not here, and who do you play here on Shadows of Aquilla?
All right. Hey, everybody. I am Atomic Zero. You can find me on Twitters at TTV_Atomic Zero and on Twitch at twitch.tv/Atomic Zero. Primarily a TTRPGer right now. Cast member on various streams. Also do my own show over on my channel on Thursday nights. It's currently a sci-fi 5e campaign. And I am going to be playing
Omega X018.
a Adeptus Mechanicus, specifically a Megas Explorateur. So I am the tech help and tech support of the group, as you will soon find out.
Nice. And as always, chat, if you're watching this live, let us know about the sound quality, because I've tried to balance everything out a little good, so it should be fine, though. Next, we have Ferric. Who are you? Where can they find you? And who do you play here with Shadows of Aquilla?
My name is Ferric Veer. I stream sometimes on Twitch, not as often as I used to, at twitch.tv/Ferric Veer. I'm also active on Twitter, sometimes reposting memes and just generally shit posting at Ferric Veer on Twitter. And sometimes you'll find me on Discord and other people's Discords, like Loken's Discord, Paul's Discord. And I'm generally just an overall fun guy. On Twitch, I sometimes play Star Citizen and Final Fantasy XIV. But today I am playing Uthar Lohgrifson, a mighty space wolf of the 6th Legion, who is accompanied by his battle brother, Primaris Librarian Tiberius Sicor. And today I am going to be stomping some Xenos, heretics, and all-around bad guys.
I forgot to ask, Atomic, is it Spelljammer that's coming out? Are you going to be doing that? Are you going to be converting over to that? Or
Oh, no, I'm doing, so it's a 5e conversion. It's called Esper Genesis. It's it's a private company's conversion of the D20 system into a sci-fi setting. It has some of the base rules in there, but it's largely an entire conversion.
Oh, nice. And Ferric, how are you here? You play Final Fantasy XIV and Star Citizen. How do you have time?
I mean, you're not the only Chaos God here.
Sorry, you were saying something, Atomic?
No, that was the most of it. It's basically just it's a cool little system. If anyone wants to get into a sci-fi, and it's a nice conversion from 5e if you already know the base fantasy setting.
Nice.
There's not it's an easy jump over if you just want to literally swap over from fantasy to sci-fi.
I love sci-fi, so I might actually consider doing that at some point. Then we have Mr. LokenPlays. Who are you? Where can they find you? And who do you play here with Shadows of Aquilla?
Hello there. Right, sorry, I had to be done. Right, my name's
General Kenobi.
There you go. There we go. Well, with the Kenobi series on, I felt like it needed to be done. Anyway,
Yes.
my name is LokenPlays. I'm a full-time content creator. I do it as a full-time career. I'm live on many different places and doing many different things. So predominantly, I'm live Tuesday through Friday on Twitch at 9 p.m. BST, 4 p.m. EST. That is at twitch.tv/LokenPlays. I also critique and review video games professionally, and I'm doing those and uploading those weekly at youtube.com, isn't it, /LokenPlays? I think it is. Oh, I can't remember that one. I also put up mini reviews on games on TikTok, which is at LokenPlays. I know, crazy how this works. And finally, I'm on Twitter as well. Go and take a look at that at LokenPlays. Right, there you go. I've now shilled myself to
There we
bits.
go.
However,
Yay.
I am playing the glorious, resplendent, wonderful, beautiful.
Primaris, Librarian, Tiberius, Sicor.
And, well, he's a Primaris Librarian. He's an Ultramarine, as you could probably get from the name. But let's give you the TLDR. Effectively, part of the Unnumbered Sons, one of the original neophytes that was taken just during the Horus Heresy, Primarisified, put in stasis. I'm technically 10,100 years old. I'm looking pretty good for my age. Anyway, for the during the Indomitus Crusade, I was then attached to the Ultramarines' second company under one Cato Sicarius. However, I was then seconded away to the Death Watch for a time. I'm also a librarian, so my psychic skills are very, very sought after. Needless to say, after Cato got himself stuck in the warp, I'm able to not get stuck in the warp because, you know, I'm awesome at that. And I went and played in the Death Watch for a bit. Anyway, I'm back out the Death Watch with the Ultramarines. However, a mysterious Inquisitor has requested my unique skill set once more. And so I am once again fighting for the glory of the Emperor under Mysterious Inquisitor. That's me.
Yes. And last but not
I
least,
actually remembered my side story.
there we go. Last but not least, we've got Tyric Durhan. Who are you? Where can they find you? And who do you play here on Shadows of Aquilla?
Ahoy, I'm Tyric Durhan. I'm found, I'm a seldom streamer when I have time to actually do that because my normal life is chaotic as all hell. You can find me on the Twitch, on the Twitters that I don't use all that often, and that's about it. I am playing Grok, a Ogryn who was brought into this for whatever reason. He doesn't know. He doesn't remember, probably. He could barely count to this many.
Many. He can count to many. Yeah.
He can count to many number.
Many. We
And,
can see fingers.
1 to blue.
He might not be the sharpest crayon in the toolbox, but he's here. He's doing his thing, and he's gonna help the boss as best as he can because he is trying to be the bestest boy.
He is the best boy. We've decided from episode 0 that Grok is best boy.
He is indeed.
He has failed so many times with his wrath die. It is hilarious.
Look, there couldn't be
He
Oryx.
tries.
I couldn't
Main
play an
reason why we
Oryx, so
have
I
them.
had to play something.
All right, so for those of you unfamiliar with Wrath or Glory, I'm going to go over this very briefly in terms of how the system works. It's a D6 system. You'll notice that below me and next to all of the characters, there's some numbers. The numbers below me, next to that blue icon, is their glory, which I'm rolling over from session to session. And the red icon is my ruin. Now, glory is something they can use to change dice, to get crits, to add additional dice to their pools for when they roll things. And ruin is basically my version of glory, but it's used for me to change things around. They all have wrath dice, which they can use to re-roll failed rolls, or make a narrative declaration of something that's been done, and other aspects as well. I give them wrath dice based off of their role play, based off of actions they've done that's in character, or something that kind of fits the mood. But they also, and they can use it, but it gets reset every session. Glory is something they get every time they roll a 6 on a specific die known as the Wrath die. If they roll a 6, they get a glory. for the Wrath die, and they can also shift for glory if they roll regular 6s. We'll go over that in more technicals. But everyone gets to use glory. They get to use their individual Wrath, and I get to use Ruin. And just for sake, because we're going to go over it probably a couple more times throughout this, when they're rolling dice, they have to get a 4, 5, or 6 to achieve a success. And so there's a difficulty number for whatever it is, and if they roll a 4, 5, or 6, that counts as 1 icon, which, you know, adds 1 to what they need to succeed. If they meet or exceed their difficulty, they succeed. If they do not, they don't succeed. If they get a 6, it counts as a exalted icon, which counts as 2 successes. And if they go over the amount they need to, plus they also have exalted icons, they can then shift that around for more dice. And what was the last thing I was going to say? Oh, and the Wrath dies, no matter what they do, they always roll 1 Wrath die, and if they, which can add to the successes, but if they get a 6 on it, they automatically get a glory plus a bunch of other stuff. But if they get a 1 on it, there's a critical failure. And then me and the cast member who has rolled the 1 will be able to, we'll negotiate and see what was the consequences for this. It creates a complication. So it's much more about narrative flow and telling a story. The dice are just here to help us determine some things and how they happen. So, with that all being said, I'm going to do a quick recap of what happened. Because we're going to start in classic 40k fashion. We're going to start this session with battle, with combat. Because in the grim darkness of the 41st millennium, there is only war. Last session, the group was all called together by one Xenos, Ordos Xenos Inquisitor, Wilk Vortops. He is an Inquisitor that's worked with all of them in the past. He brought them together because he needs their skills in finding 3 ancient Xenos artifacts. These artifacts are incredibly powerful and are near legendary statuses amongst other Xenos races. The fear that the Inquisitor Vortops has is that these will be used for things that are dangerous against the Imperium. So he has requested this team go out, find these artifacts, and then deliver them to a third party who has the ability to destroy the artifacts, because he himself cannot destroy them, and they are far too dangerous to be held onto. Since they got this challenge, or this mission, they went back to the hangar of the ship that they're on to board a Valkyrie with their private pilot named Malik, a grizzled old Astra Militarum Scion veteran. And when they arrived, the hangar, which they had all arrived in the first place, which was bustling and filled with people, was completely empty. And shortly after they entered the hangar, 6 Eldar figures emerged from stealth cloaks and blocking their way to the Valkyrie, with the leader wearing nice fine clothing, a nice like hide, like scaly hide cloak, and a very fancy sword that he kind of holds in front of him, point face down, very smugly looking at the crew and simply stating, "You were going somewhere?" And with that, I'll bring it up to you. What do you do? Because you all kind of arrived there, and I assumed that all of you had drawn their weapons. I know some of you had already drawn your weapons or had your hands on your weapons. So
I would say I'm probably one of the few, like,
in the back.
I don't think I have my weapon actively drawn because it's not his first, not their first instinct.
Yeah,
it's probably also somewhere tucked under something that some tendril's gonna have to, or Mega Dendrite or something's gonna have to grab.
Or worm its way out.
Mm-hmm.
So I have my hand already on the pommel of my axe anyway, my power force axe. I'm gonna draw that in a sort of a response to the challenge of this Eldar, this Xenos that has the brass cojones to be standing inside of our ship in front of us. And I would like to, obviously, I'd like to attack. I'd like to attack the leader, if at all possible.
You're just gonna just go straight in, go axe in.
It is. I'm a space marine, and that is a Xenos. It is an affront to the Emperor. It must be killed immediately.
All right, so let's.
I agree.
Let me set up something real quick so I have it. Let me find the right file for this.
See, what Paul expected us to do was to question the thing being there. But this is 40k, my friends. Paul, we kill first and ask questions later.
Hey, I started off by saying this is the Warhammer 40k universe, because in the 41st millennium, there is only war.
Only war.
It's not kill first, ask questions later. It's shoot first and then poke the body to see if anything comes out of it after the squishy pink mist is there.
Mm-hmm.
And then roast it with Primaris.
Yes.
Just to be sure.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Unexpected Xenos on an Imperial ship. Yes, probably deserves to die. It's
Yeah.
kind of like step one in like, should you kill it tree? Is it Xenos? Like,
Yeah, I get that. I understand that.
yeah. Some more radical thinkers may engage in discourse with the heresy, but
What these Xenos fail to realize is there are two space marines here. One is gonna blast their minds with mind bullets. The other has a jump pack and a frost axe,
Yeah.
and he's very angry.
Find the right ones. All right, I think I found it.
And for those who don't know what a jump pack is, imagine two giant jet engines strapped to the back of a space marine.
It's a really, really big and obnoxiously large jetpack. It's very fun. It's fun for the whole family.
All right, let's go.
Everyone should have one.
So,
Ooh.
this is how we're gonna learn combat here, chat as well. So here is how this is going to work. Every single person in the party has one movement action, one combat action, one one simple action, and as many free actions as they want. They can do multiple actions per turn if they want to, but those multi actions will also get increase the difficulty. How do we determine who goes first? Well, the party gets to choose who goes first. If it's not an ambush, and this is not an ambush because they revealed themselves intentionally, it means that the party gets to decide who is going to be going first. So I believe that y'all probably want Tiberius. Is that how you say his name? Tiberius?
Tiberius.
Yeah.
Tiberius.
Think of Tiberius Kirk.
There you go. Tiberius.
That would be my vote. Yeah.
I assume you wanted Tiberius to go first because he was just like, I am not going to speak. I am going to kill this thing with an axe.
Yeah.
Full Grok approves.
I am all for this plan.
All right. So you are up, Tiberius. You have one movement action. Your speed is ungodly. Well, I guess it is godly. It's like 11, right?
It's something crazy, yes.
Yeah. So you can use your measurement tool, which is the little ruler in the sidebar, and you can measure from you, and you can see how many meters they are away from you. So they are well within meters. The only thing that I'll note is that this guy right here, that guy he's up like about like 3 or 4 meters high because he's on like a catwalk above with a sniper rifle. So.
Okie dokie. I'm trying to find where my speed is.
It should be under your character sheet.
Subheading is under.
It should be under attributes.
It's under combat, top
combat?
left side, under resilience.
I have 9 speed. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So,
Yes. That's what I mean. You have
Everything within
ungodly
range.
speed. Everything is in range except for the
oh dear. Well, I do feel very sorry for this Eldar because I'm about to charge the leader. So I'd like to move into melee range of the leader who's currently standing on the boarding ramp.
Would you like to charge him?
I would like to charge him, yes.
So you get a +1 to your rolls for charging.
Oh well, with an offended look upon my face underneath that visor of my helm, I will shout at my. No, I won't do that. Hang on.
Yeah.
I will raise my axe and just shout.
Arrogant Xeno Scum, Eldar the worst of them all. You will pay for this transgression.
And then charge at the Eldar.
All right. So you will be able to move in. I'm going to double check to make sure the Eldar does not have any anything fancy. Nope. He is good. Go in. Okay, move your character in.
I'll just move my character. Yeah. Okie dokie. Right. Now, how on earth do I do the charge attack? May I ask? Because I am learning this system along with you, ladies and gentlemen, out there. So that's going to be under combat, isn't it?
So, yes. So you're going to go into... Yeah, we're all learning the system. So you're going to go into combat. What you're going to do is under combat, you're going to be using your axe, correct? Your force axe?
So we're going to be axing some serious questions.
So there's a little action, a little attack section where you can click to make an attack roll. So your base, which is going to have to defeat your attack has to beat their defense. And so let me look up their defense real quickly so I can tell you exactly what their defense is. Their defense is 3. So you have to get 3 successes on your attack.
Okay. And how do I add the +1 to this roll?
So under the attack modifier, you'll see right next to the little roll thing, you'll see an attack modifier. You just click that up to 1.
I'm
so if you
for it right now.
So you see the under your weapons, you see the force axe.
I see the force axe.
So if you go along that force axe line, you'll see like a little black dice icon that says attack.
Yep.
To the left of that, it has
Amon. Got it. Right, yeah. That's the one. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's the modifier.
Yep.
I think you think you have +1 to attack. I want to make sure it's not.
Yeah, so the charge.
Yeah. Charge is +1.
Yeah.
Okay, dokie. So +1 there and roll.
9 dice.
Ouch.
4 plus 2 crits. Yeah.
So
4 and 2 of those are crits. Yeah.
4 of those and 2 of those are crits.
Ooh,
and you
and
also
a wrath
roll
crit.
and you crit on your wrath die. So you get a glory automatically. So I think the wrath die is counted separately. So you critted, so you can actually shift 1 if you wanted to, or you can apply damage. You can apply the crit you just hit to.
I would like to apply the crit to this poor Eldar bastard that I've just cleaved into, probably, but I want this to effectively be such a heavy crit. I'm going to mortify his followers by the sheer brutality of the speed of the assault. Anyway, sorry.
So let me also double check, because this is the one thing I want to make sure exactly how it functions. Because once you've done this, now I think you have to roll the damage dice, because you've rolled the hit, so you've beat its defense. Now you're gonna roll its damage.
So the damage dice is the red one, I'm assuming.
Yes, it's the red one. But let me double check on the combat rules. Stealth and awareness, attacks, melee attacks. Okay, so when calculating damage with melee weapon, you add your strength attribute to the weapon's damage value and to determine the attack's damage before applying AP to the target's resistance. So, so you've tested a hit. So now you've got roll damage. Assemble a dice pool equal to your weapon's extra damage value, so ED, which is +5, plus any ED resources from shifted exalted icons, talents, etc. So do you want to use you wanted to shift that to add? Yeah. So with your DB, D1? I believe, the bonus DB? Dice, the DBD. You add 2 DBD, more. Okay. Yeah, you add 2 more bonus dice for that one, I believe.
Outstanding, right.
And I think he also gets something on the crit hit table.
Ah, yes.
For the wrath critical.
For the wrath critical, yes, because he got a wrath critical. So roll, I believe it's a D100.
D66.
D66. So just do R/R D66.
/RD. Is it space or not space?
Space. R/space D66. Yeah.
I have the table up if you need me to tell you. Just FYI.
R/space D66. Okay, did it wrong. Let's try that again.
Yeah, slash before
the R and
yeah.
the slash.
Yeah.
There we go.
A 3.
Got there in the end.
All right, so, well, what did he roll? Oh, I guess he has to roll 2d6 is what it is, not d66. Let's roll 2d6. So roll one more d6.
Oh, it is. Yeah. It's
3. So 33.
33.
That's the complications table.
Merciless strike. A blow to the foe's body steals the breath from their lungs, pulverizing their innards with a nasty crunch effect. Target suffers a mortal wound. Glory +1. And +1 mortal wound for every glory you spend on that hit. So if he uses both of his other 2 glories, it's 2. It'd be 3 total mortal wounds.
So you want to use the 3 mortal wounds?
I mean, I don't know if this is metagaming, GM, but is he dead yet, or do I need to do more to kill him?
Is he?
Think about it.
Is he dead enough?
Think about it more like this: would Tiberius want to absolutely eviscerate this guy? Because here's the question: because when we roll the damage, he can still shirk off some of his damage with some of his own abilities. So
yes,
he could
I think
not
you'd
die.
absolutely 100% want to make sure this guy's dead. So yes,
yeah,
we'll go full send. Full send. That's what the chat would want anyway.
So for those of you who don't know, 3 he has 3 mortal wounds. Mortal wounds cannot be saved. You cannot save mortal wounds, period, unless you have special abilities, which are very rare. So he cannot save those. So he has at least 3 damage that he cannot protect against. So once that's happened, inflict wounds.
Oh, and he needs to roll my damage dice, don't I?
Yes, roll your damage dice.
Okay. There we go.
Okay. So, deduct the weapon's armor penetration value from the target's resilience. So, do you have any AP on this one? It is AP -2. So, their resilience is... Where are your resilience? Its resilience is 6. So... you -2, so its resilience is actually 4. So then your successes was 4. What happens if you get crits? I think it's just there's no crit for the inflict wounds must save. I don't think.
No, I believe a crit is just the effect. It's still you still get regular damage plus I think rate the additional icons you get from the damage roll. Right, because it's a base damage.
When you cause an attack, your attack might roll extra damage dice, abbreviated as ED. Circumstances, abilities, okay. Then deduct your target's remaining resilience from the total damage stored, step 4. So your target suffers wounds equal to the result. So you only got 4, but because you eliminated, and you eliminated their AP -2, so he had 2, so you basically blocked it, but your mortal wounds did a ton more damage, 3 more damage to him. And so now he has to either, he can't soak them either. He has to take those damages because you can't soak the, into shock. You cannot turn that into shock. Normally you'll have the ability to turn some of these wounds into shock if you are like resistance, you draw it tough enough, but he doesn't. So, because of those are mortal wounds. So he is currently down, 3. So yeah, he's still alive, but you just describe to me, how do you hit him with your axe?
I want, ladies and gentlemen, to picture this. I want you to picture this gleaming blue armored giant, this 9 foot tall, 1.5 of armor ceramite, just running at a inhuman speed toward what it is described as the enemy. Blue balefire eyes lit up because, of course, Sicor. A force axe has come down in a scything blow that was so brutal and so swift that even this Eldar has had trouble with their legendary speed to try and hope to defend against it, and just the sheer brutality of the blow has caused them to be wounded, even if they managed to just about fumble a block. And there's now a very, very angry Space Marine in front of him. Or her, I don't know, it never was decided. Anyway.
Yeah. So, he is very, very hurt. I gotta look at the actual damage table because this is the first time we've all done damage, so this is why I'm kind of rolling through this a little bit more. So the damage, whenever a single attack strikes more than one target, okay, wounds. All right. Mortal wounds. Termination rolls can't be made against the mortal wound. Wounded. If you have suffered any wounds, you are wounded. Your wounded character suffer +1 DN penalty to all tests. So he is now wounded, which means he has a penalty to all of his tests from now on. So you just come in. He was not expecting you to just shout and then like zoom in, and so he barely was able to like bring up his blade from the floor to block it, but when he didn't block it, it just pushes the blade in towards him, and your axe like buries into his shoulder as he's barely holding you from like chopping him in half. And with that, the next round is going to go to the Aeldari sniper, the Aeldari ranger, who's up in the rafters, who's going to take aim. I'm going to make sure I can, because he's add 5 meters to this. He's going to take aim at the other Space Marine, 10 meters. I think that's probably short range. Yeah, it's short range is 18. So yeah, it's definitely. So he's got a +1 to hit you there, Uthar.
All right.
So he readies his sniper rifle and fires with his long rifle.
Ferric, just so you're aware, you can also add my shield's armor rating to your armor rating because you're within 3 meters.
What is your defense?
My defense. According to this, defense is 4.
Okay, so he beat your defense, and he got to, he got two criticals. So I'm gonna move those both into the damage as well. So I'm gonna double check this because I'm pretty sure if you get a critical, you can, or exalted icon, you can shift it into extra damage dice. Yes. So it's not extra damage, it's extra damage dice. So he's done that. He's going to try to wound you, but he does nothing.
All he's done is make the critical mistake of not killing Uthar with the first shot.
So he fires, and it pings off of your ceramite, like as if it was like a tiny rock that just it doesn't do anything. Now it is another one of your turns. It's up to you now that Tiberius is gone.
Oh,
Uthar, is Uthar going to do it?
Jen, may I?
It's up to the party.
Go for it. Yeah,
by me.
Whatever you want.
Be my guest.
I'm just going to do a lot of assessment work, so go.
As Uthar is sitting there, proud of his brother for a split second before, ping! The round just kind of pings off his helmet for a moment. He just kind of looks up, becomes aware of the sniper, and he's like, "Oh!" And he lets out this roaring laugh as he launches himself at the rafters with the jump pack.
All right. What the jump pack gives you basically negates your vertical movement, right? And what's your movement?
My speed should be the same as Loken's, so it should be 9.
Okay, so you could probably get to right in front of him, like right here.
Yeah, right here.
Right here.
1 over. Yeah.
Or okay. Down one. It's 10 meters. Maybe one more.
That's still 10 meters away.
Why are they all 10 meters?
It's because of that diagonal, probably.
Oh yeah, it's probably counting diagonal.
It's 10 meters all the way across, so there's no way it could be shorter than 10.
Double check your jump pack and see if this has any abilities for increasing your speed.
Let me check back on equipment.
Can you be a Necron in this game? Yes, you can. But you can be an orc, you can be necro, you can be Tau, you can be Eldar, you can be Kroot. There's all of them are available depending on how you want to play it. So you can play these with entirely Xenos campaigns if you wanted to.
Are Necrons available? I'm pretty sure they're not yet.
I didn't think they were.
They're not in the core book, but they might be on a supplement or something. I just know if we all die, we'll just do an orc campaign or something.
I have all the books that are out currently, and the only ones that are on there right now are Imperium, Eldar,
there we go.
Orc, and then the crew.
Imagine playing as a Tau. I mean, imagine making that conscientious decision to play as a Tau.
That's why you can play as a Kroot, not a Tau, because Tau are garbage.
Then you're only mildly better. You get to be a large avian-style thing that clicks a lot and goes, I like to eat brains. It makes me strong.
Hey, you're a space marine. You eat brains too.
Whoa now. Whoa.
But he has an intelligence to him.
That.
He doesn't forget the last 5 minutes of the day every day.
All right, so what does your jump pack say there, Ferric?
Still looking for the jump pack under equipment right now.
All right, let me try to find it myself.
Should be under pools. There we go. Effect, using your movement. You can fly at double your speed, making DN3 pilot check test, ignoring any terrain. If you fail the pilot test, your movement deviates according to the scattering on page 86 rules.
Okay.
A complication triggers a crash which deals a minimum of 1d3 shock plus falling damage.
All right.
God, I want him to creed into the side of the bulwark. So,
difficult. Dude, give me a pilot check. This will be your simple task because it's kind of more of a you moving this part of your movement task anyways. So give me a pilot check, difficulty 3. So you have to score 3.
Pilot.
You do not. But you do.
No.
Wait. No, actually you do. Because the wrath die is separate from the icons. So you rolled a 1 success and 2 and a critical on the wrath die. So you get a glory. Everyone gets a glory. In fact, I gotta add even more because
many things have happened.
Yeah. Well, you spent your 3 glory to absolutely ruin that thing. So you have 5 now. So you have a glory, added a glory, and you're able to make it there because you can move twice your speed. So you can definitely get to that location. And let me move the map over so y'all can see the where he's going.
Yeah. Okay. Should be able to just click and move my guy like right in front of him.
Yeah.
And as he lands, he just kind of glares down before swinging down his frost axe. Cowardly Xeno Scum!
All right. Give me an attack.
Range is for wimps. How dare you use it?
By the way, y'all.
Suggestion.
When I was they were making their parties, they all independently decided that it was the Emperor's will to be in glorious melee combat for all of them. They have some ranged, but most of their range is either psychic or a pistol. So
I have 100% not psychic or not melee.
You only have melee. You don't have you have a
No, I have 2 rifles.
Yeah. Oh, you do. Okay.
Yeah, I have an arc
I have
rifle.
a heavy bolt pistol, and I have the ability to immolate things from range. It's all good.
All
I'm
right.
expecting more guardsmen, so I'm like, okay, they're all melee.
All right, so that's you have 3 defenses. You got a crit on the glory, so another glory through there, and you got a success. You could actually shift that icon over because their defense is 3, and you got rolled 4 successes, 3 successes plus a critical.
So I'll shift the icon over. I want to make sure this guy is extra dead. I'm attempting to cleave this filthy Xenos Ranger in half down the middle.
Roll me a 2d6 for the critical table, so we can figure out what you do. Because you also got a critical on the other one.
All right, should be. There's my critical table.
So 34. What? Okay, here, critical hit roll, 34. That would be Savage Attack. The assault leaves the opponent a mangled mess, slashed, burning, breaking, or ripping into them with violent force. Effect: target suffers mortal wound. If the target survives, they immediately acquire memorable injury. Glory.
I think it'll be memorable.
Yes. +1 mortal wound for every glory you spend. So.
Oh.
It'll be memorable for the 5 seconds he's still
You
alive.
you have
Exactly.
5 glory plus the 2 you just acquired.
I am spending all 3 glory to cleave through his defense.
Oh, you have 2 glory, and you also have 5 additional. So you have a total. Actually, no, because you can only have a maximum of 6. So 6 glory. So there is a cap for your glory.
Okay. So use it or lose it, basically. And I'm going to use it.
Okay. So you want to use? Do you want to use? How much glory do you want to use? You're obviously going to use 2, but
I'm
going to use.
obviously going to use 2, but I'm going to use an extra one just to make sure he's extra dead.
All right. So you're going to do automatically 3 mortal wounds. Now roll me some damage, because his resistance is 4. Okay. So does your Frost Axe have an AP value?
It does. It has a -2 AP.
Okay, so his resistance is 2 as a result, but you still don't break through his resistance. But you do 3 mortal wounds, so he is not dead, but very hurt. So he is also wounded and has a memorable injury. So for those of you who don't know how memorable injuries work, a permanent reminder of a battle in which you nearly died. Whenever you reveal your memorable injury, you gain 1+1 bonus on intimidation.
Fun fact, Omega has one.
Roll. Well, no, we already know this because you roll memorable injury, but it's definitely a battle scar that he gets. So where do you hit him? Are you going across the chest? Are you going on his legs? Going on his arm?
I was going like straight down the middle.
Okay.
So I'm imagining he probably avoided this by like raising his rifle to try and block the axe at some point.
Yeah, so he caught the axe, but he couldn't, like, your strength was too much, so he kind of bent a little bit. So your axe went straight through his face. So he's got like a scar from like his forehead down to his tip of his nose. All right, with that, I'm going to go back to their turn. So we're going to do the leader. He is, holding back your axe there, Tiberius. He's going to try to like lift it off and attack you with his own blade.
I relish the attempt.
What is your defense?
Right, my defense is 3.
Okay, so he beats it, and he beats it with the ability to increase more damage. But he also had a complication with his wrath die. So for fun, why don't you roll me 2d6? Because there's a combat complication.
Okie dokie. 2d6. Hang on. Sorry, give me 2 seconds. There's 1. There's 2.
41.
41.
So weapon malfunction. Why these all seems like they're not melee attacks? I don't know why this. Maybe it's only for combat complications. The result of 1 wrath die results of combat complications normal. Just like normal complication can result. If a player and GM work together to devise a combat complication with the intent of creating an outcome. You know what? I think I have a proper complication for this.
Okay.
He manages to slash at you, but whatever happens, you're going to knock his sword away. So
I just want it to be. I just want this to be the most just annoyed. I'm not even like
slapped it.
I'm just perturbed.
Just slap it.
This great Vambrace gauntlet's going back. Just backhands the sword away. It's like, how dare you raise your sword at me?
All right. So, but he does manage to hit you, and he's going to go with 3 additional dice for his damage.
Do we have a gif of the Men in Tights scene with the gauntlet?
Right, that's different. So 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to roll for the on the crit table. So that's /R 2d6. So 64. Appalling detonation.
What?
That's his crit for going against you. Actually, no, he didn't get a crit on his rat dice, so he doesn't get that. Okay, but I'll read this anyways. Ill fortune causes the blow to strike the foe's volatile war gear. A chain of explosions tears their body apart into grisly mist.
So, let me get this straight. He somehow, whilst batting backhanded, manages to hit the arc reactor. Just goes bang.
No. So that's only if you do crit on the wrath die, do you get the critical. So, but that would have been boom, bam, explosion. All right.
And there's now a large hole where the Valkyrie was.
And where he was standing.
Oh my goodness.
Oh wait, I already did this one. So what's your defense? Your defense is 6, right?
No, my defense is 3.
Okay, defense is 3, so he manages to get 1 through. So roll me. So he gets 1 damage through, but because this is normal, you can use determination. So you can roll a determination, and whatever your determination check. So if you look at your I think it's under it may be attributes. No, it's under combat. So you have 8. And one of the options in there under the rolls section of the combat, you'll see rolls. It says determination and has a little dice by it. Roll that. If you get 1 success, you can shift that into shock. Oh, you're fine. Plus you got 3. Do you want to shift those into glory? I'm just going to keep your glory up to the top.
Yes, I'd like more glory, please. I like glory. It's glorious.
It's glorious melee.
So you now have 1 shock. And this is in my brain. What happened is he barely is able to remove the weapon from him. And the shock doesn't come from him hitting you. The shock is the fact that he was able to push your axe away. And you're like, what? Boom.
How dare you?
So his sword clatters along the ground.
Pretty much.
Yeah, let me do a quick roll dice for this one. Scattering. Roll 1d6. All right, I'm gonna roll 1d6. So 3. So it goes off. Let me move the camera so we can see where you are here. There we go. So it goes off in this direction. And then I gotta roll another 1d6. So it goes off in this direction. And then another 1d6 to see how long it goes.
My sword.
4 meters. So his sword goes 1, 2, 3, 4. So his sword is over here.
Wow, that's a decent backhand.
You're in Astartes.
Even so, you know, I'm proud of my handiwork.
I mean, your backhand could turn a man's head into pink mist.
Maybe I should backhand this chap next time then. Because he seems to still be breathing, which is an affront to the Emperor.
Give me my baby powder.
You're not allowed to stand.
All right, so we've still got Omega and Bull. So who wants to go first? And we also have Malik. You want Malik to go?
I also have Malik.
Yeah.
Bull, would you like to do the honors, or do you want me to go?
I'll let you go, because Bull sees squishy, friends.
Okay.
Bull sees too big, not squishy friends, but sees two squishy friends who wants to protect squishy friends.
Okay. So I want to do... the first thing I'm going to do, I have a talent called Deductive. So as a simple action, I can make an intelligence-based skill, and the GM may give me some information that is useful, and then I get bonuses if I use that information in some way.
So I have to set, I have to set the difficulty?
Well, I think it's just you tell me which initiative-based thing, like perception, investigation, tech, or anything else that's initiative or intelligence-based. And then, yeah, I think you just kind of, based on what I roll, you give me something.
Okay.
It's very high level. It's not super specific. It just give you some information.
It's more like, this is my ability. Please let me use this. So what are you trying?
If I roll super, go on.
Super well. What are you trying to determine?
I guess in my mind, I feel like he's trying to do a kind of in a split second calculation of the scenario to figure out is there some way that I can cause an advantage for the party, because I'm not I'm not good at combat. I'm not made for that. So like if there's something such as there's like automated weapons in here, or something that I could manipulate the environment for, or maybe find a weakness in their formation or their gear, or something that I could tell them to exploit. That kind of like battle deductive reasoning, or if something's in the hangar that I could find useful.
There is the Valkyrie. So if you roll it right, I'll see, because you have the ability to control and talk with the machine spirits. That's as a Magos.
Yes.
So yeah. So give me that roll with I guess.
You want me to do tech, investigation,
tech.
awareness,
Give me
tech?
Tech for that.
Ooh, sure. I will gladly give tech. Okay. Yeah. I roll 15 die and
you got five successes.
Yeah, with 1 6. And the wrath was a 1.
Let me see the typical difficulty dice, because I believe the typical difficulty dice are a little bit different. Oh, you got a critical okay.
Failure on the wrath.
That's gonna be fun. All right, let me do this real quickly, but
yeah.
All right.
Because for those who are interested, I have a Mind Impulse unit which I can converse with the machine spirit as an action. But I do get double rank bonus dice if I then interact with it, if I succeed.
All right, so I'm not saying this. I'm gonna make the TN 3, pretty not super difficult, but it's not something you're quite used to, so you succeed.
That's fine.
Plus you also have an additional 1. You can move over into glory or back into to adding more information if you want to.
I'll use it to add more information. I think we have plenty of glory right now.
Yeah, because you actually only have 4 glories. I'm going to change that real quick.
Yep.
Okay. So, here's the thing. What would be the complication for this? Because you're trying to commune with a Valkyrie machine spirit, the machine spirit of Valkyrie. What do you think the complication would be? Because what you're going to discover is that the Valkyrie has 2 door guns on it, and that the side doors are open. So they're in a position where you could start attacking some of these other Eldar. Like that thing you could convince the machine spirit to activate the guns and fire them at them.
It could just be that I'm able to communicate with it, but it might not be receptive to it immediately or something like that. Like,
I'd love
a delay.
I'd love the complication to be like you haven't updated the latest firmware.
Yeah, I would say it's
the
either
Mechanicus hasn't been doing their updates. Unfortunately, you can't. It's not compatible.
Or even if I have to physically be connected instead of impulsing with it or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or even have a harder roll with the hit initially or something.
Okay, that's what I'll say. You'll have a -1 to use the weapon, because you talk to the machine spirit, and the machine spirit is pissed. It's pissed because it's got a bunch of things it doesn't understand that are nearby it, Xenos around it, and it's like, I don't like this. And so you're trying to talk to it. It's kind of like a scared but like dog. It's like it's in the corner and it's growling in your mind. So you're trying to like calm it down and be like, just shoot the thing. So that's the complication. So roll me a ballistics check on your side. Difficulty, their defense is I think 3. So you have to.
Yeah, I do not do well with this. So let's see. Ballistics.
There's defense is 3. Yeah. So minus
a 1. Yeah, it's a 1.
Okay, it's 1, but you also and a success. No, it's a crit and success, so it's 3. It hits their defense. So.
Because the wrath counts as 1 as well, and I got a 6. Yeah, so it's exactly a 3.
So exactly a 3.
Yep.
Generally speaking, tie goes to the defender, so I'm going to say it's tie goes to the defender. Plus, you also had a -1, so.
That's true. I also had a minus. I didn't take that off.
So what happens is you You activate the guns. The guns like you can hear the gun like turning over there, Tiberius. You can hear it, brother. And as it turns, the gun just starts going with the bolters. The heavy bolter just starts going like pop 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 pop. But it's like flying over the head of this of the Corsair right here, this one. So
I'm just gonna shout over the din of battle.
You may want to adjust your aim there, Magos.
I am factoring in the calculations now. They will be ready momentarily.
yeah, so next time you won't have the negative, but you know.
Yeah. And then I'm going to shift over to behind this lovely statue to get some cover.
Okay. All right.
And that will be my turn because like the impulse unit is an action, but the deductive thing's a simple action. So I'm going to say that's probably my turn.
That's probably your turn, yeah.
And I'll use a free action to right my arc rifle.
Okay. Just gonna raise your arc rifle. All right.
Yep. And that's it.
So it's now one of the Corsairs. The Corsair is going to run straight at. He can't charge because he's only 3 meters. You have to be 4 meters away to charge. But he's going to get up into melee range and try to attack attack the Tiberius.
You're going to scratch my beautiful armor. How dare you?
It's armor. It's meant to be scratched, brother.
It'll buff out.
All right.
Yes, with hours of diligent work.
You got a cogboid for it.
Your defense is 6, right?
3.
3. Your defense is 3? Don't you have...
Yes, my defense is apparently 3, according to this character sheet.
Let me double check. Oh, I think it's resilience. Your armor counts for resilience, not for defense. So, let me double check because I want to make sure. Because you should have the similar defense to...
yeah, because you should
have...
So it's like to hit is a base... The defense is a flat... right? Because you have... I thought the defense was a flat...
It's a flat.
Negation.
Yeah.
And then your resilience is like... If they have to get a damage roll higher than your resilience to cause any actual damage.
Yeah.
I actually can't adjust the resilience or my defense on the character sheet either.
So it's probably factored in with your attributes. I'm sure it's like strength or something like that.
So then my defense is 3. My resilience /AV is 12/6. So
yeah. So you 12. So you have a resilience of 12. So they have to get 12 successes to even hurt you.
yes.
Because of power armor.
Yes, and so modifications.
So he hits you, and and he's going to move his own. I'm gonna move that into. I'm just gonna have him use it. I'm gonna have him use the crit on you. So one more damage dice. What was the question?
So how does the Ogryn have a higher resistance than the Astartes?
Because he's an Ogryn.
Yeah, true. I also probably have a higher defense.
Yeah, because you're an Ogryn.
You don't quite understand when to die. You're like an orc. They will have a bloody fist-sized hole through them, but they just won't understand they're supposed to be dead. Just keep going.
We're too stupid.
Yeah,
pretty
too
much.
Stupid
Yeah.
All right. He does not manage to do anything because that's 3 damage against you and against your resilience.
Well, an attempt was made.
That's another question because your resilience is 12, right?
Yes, sir.
So you didn't take any shock.
Oh, I didn't take any shock. Oh,
no,
tremendous in that case.
Because they have to beat your resilience to end the damage.
So,
yeah.
Well, minus the shock part from our earlier. Well, I mean, okay,
you were shocked. It was very shocking.
I was shocked that he was able to try and get my axe away, but then I beat his sword away with derision. And now I've got another Corsair who's trying to, well...
hit you with a sword.
Again. Exactly. Trying to chop me up for some reason. Honestly, I don't understand what this guy's problem is.
All right. So next up is Grok or Malik. Which one do you want to go? Grok, do you want to go before Malik?
I'll let Malik go because still Squishy must protect Squishy with big shield.
Malik is going to he put his helmet on during your charge, and he's going to pull out his hot shot volley gun and aim it at the Corsair that just went after you there, Tiberius.
Good.
He's pretty cool. He's my hero. Malik is my hero.
Malik is a Chad.
He does not do anything and manages to get a complication.
Oh no!
Oh no!
He manages to guard.
Earlier statement.
Good job
all right.
there, buddy.
All right, so I believe that he has to have a complication on his complication die. Because this is definitely a complication.
No.
Okay, so his complication is 15, which is he must reload to use again. So he's out of ammo. So he fired both shots and managed to miss. So he and as a result he's like out of ammo, so he has to reload. Now reloading is a minor action or like a simple action, so he just reloads his weapon, but still stands there, just waiting for another shot. All right, now it's the other Corsair's turn, who's going to turn to Malik and try to shoot Malik with his big honky. Las Blaster.
It's a Las Blaster.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I don't know if he beats it or not, because Malik is actually sort of hefty. Malik. His defense is 2, so definitely beats him. But he just barely got 4. And he got a 1 on the Wrath die. So, let's see how bad this goes for Malik.
Remember, Malik gets a +4 of armor because of me standing within 3.
Okay, yeah. So he gets +4 to his armor? To his defense or to his resistance? Yeah, to his armor value. Yeah, so he's got an armor value of 8. Okay, so 14 critical. So the critical dice, so that means headshot. Well aimed, tears ragged chunks of bone and brain from opponent's skull. The foe reels from such a violent strike, unable to focus. Target suffers 1d3 wounds and is staggered. So, and I'm going to also spend a glory, because I can, to make it for plus another wound. Not a mortal wound, just regular wound. So, suffers 1d3. All right, so slash roll. So he suffers 2 wounds automatically, plus the other wounds that he gets to do, which is nothing. Because Ogren, actually no, because he just screwed up that badly. It hit him in the head. So what happened was Las Blaster comes in, it hits Malik in the head, it ricochets off of the helmet. The helmet like kind of bounces back onto his head, so he kind of gets dizzy and unfocused for a little bit. So that's why he is currently staggered. He kind of falls backwards as he got hit. And staggered effect is while you move your stagger, your speed is reduced by half. You can't run or sprint unless otherwise stated. So there we go. So he takes 3 wounds. He's going to have to do a determination check. Manages to reduce one of the wounds to shock. So his shock goes down to 5, and his wounds, he takes 1 wound. So he is going to take +1 difficulty for everything else, because he got a nasty head wound there. All right. Now it is Bull, your turn.
Which one just shot Squishy Friend?
This one right here.
Yep. So Bull's gonna walk up to him with his mallet and go, "You hurt Squishy Friend. Me make you squishy now."
To move him up,
No.
you gonna charge?
Oh no!
Are you gonna do the classic Bulgren charge?
I can't charge. I can only walk.
You
The
can't.
shield
You
makes
can't
it
charge.
work.
Because of the shield.
Oh, because the shield.
I have the shield. Yeah.
Oh.
So walk up and be like, "You get squishy now."
You just walk, boom, 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 squish.
Squish. Button. Or did I click the wrong one?
Make an attack test. No, that's the right one.
Cool.
So you got, their defense is 3. So you got you got 5. So 4 icons plus an exalted icons, 3 icons plus 1 exalted icon. So you got, you got a critical on the wrath die.
Squish him!
You really like critting this.
Gallagher his head.
I think he's sufficiently squished.
And then, what is it for the rolling part?
Roll 2d6, and I'll tell you what happens.
I did that wrong.
Yeah, you're right.
I love how everyone's been like everyone but one of the parties had a crit hit.
Yeah. All right, so that's
Malik, yeah.
55. So 55. Crimson Ash. The attack sears into the foe, flushing flesh into charred ruin. The assault wreathes the target in burning fury, making a smolderingness of sinew and bone.
Oh God!
It came down so hard, it caught him on fire.
He's on fire.
Someone on fire with a freaking shield.
I'm going to retcon this. I'm going to see this because I don't know. It's okay if it's okay with Tiberius for this. Tiberius sees Bull going down with like a big, slow, heavy, and he just kind of goes, beak, and the thing lights on fire. He just kind of points at it. The thing lights on fire as it comes down and crushes on top of him.
I just wanted to be a snapper that
Yeah.
then literally just it blazes a
And then
blaze.
Selk snap.
Just,
Oh God!
I'll snap it, man.
Yeah.
He Roy Mustang.
He Ray Mustang did.
He's snapping now, boys.
All right, so you do 1d3 plus 1 wound, and it's on fire. And he's on fire.
So, okay, my brain's trying to think. So R 1d3 plus 1.
Yeah, R / R 1d3 plus 1. And then you do that. And then you do your normal damage. Now, here's the question. Do you want to spend additional glory?
Oh, I will use the glory.
Do you want to use the glory for the crit? Because if you use the glory for the crit, it automatically generates 1 additional wound.
Yes.
Okay, so 3 wounds automatically go through. Now roll me your damage dice. His resilience is, I believe, his resilience is 6. So, okay, so you got 4 wounds. Is that an AP minus on that?
Yes, AP minus 1.
Okay, so yes, 4 wounds. But his resilience is 5, so he managed to soak it up, so he doesn't take any wounds. But he does take automatically 3 wounds. Now let me see what the heck is on fire. Okay, so he takes 1d3 mortal wound at the start of each turn, and then you can use your action to throw yourself prone to roll around to attempt to extinguish the fire with the DN3 athletics test. If you succeed, you're no longer on fire. You can also ignore the flames and take your turn as normal. Make a DN3 willpower. If you fail, you are hindered. Okay, so he's on fire. The other way of thinking this is if it wasn't for Tiberius snapping, it could have also just been the Emperor chose him. You know, it's just the Emperor's will. His thing is on fire now. You know, it is the Warhammer 40k universe. All right,
I'm
now
confused, but I'm okay with this. Smash, smash, smash.
The other 2 Eldar are going to take a shot at Tiberius with their
Charming.
yeah.
Just charming.
They're probably not gonna do much because you are a Space Marine.
And their sniper friend is otherwise engaged.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of appreciation for having so many meat shields at my disposal.
So he doesn't even break your defense the first one, and the second one doesn't either. So Yeah. All right. Let's.
Xenos weapons.
So two see what the actual term, because I think they're las blasters. They are las blasters. Las blaster shoots at Tiberius. Both of them ping off your ceramite like they're nothing. Now the top of the order. Who wants to go first? It doesn't have to be the same order.
Does anybody really want to murder something before I ultimately finish this Eldar off?
I kind of want to smash.
I want to cleave this sniper in twain.
I think we should allow the Space Wolf to finish his prey. It would be
Yeah.
rude not to.
It would be rude. Plus, Space Wolf can go take care of the other two. Can easily jump across.
Exactly.
I just leap over the Valkyrie.
Yeah. All right, give it to me.
All right. So I'm going to take another swing with my frost axe, looking rather offended that he dared block my blow.
Yeah.
He should be honored to die by my hand.
Clearly.
So that's is that one or two crits? It's one crit. So that's a 3. So tie goes to the defender. So he actually manages to like duck out of the way as you try to hit him. Now, you can take an additional action, or you can seize the initiative and go again if you spend glory.
I will spend a glory and seize the initiative to go again.
Okay, go for it. Nah, you missed again. No criticals. So you swing at him with your axe, and he just kind of jumps backwards a little bit, and then you swing at him, come down again, and he kind of dodges again, being the nimble Eldar trying to get away from you. He's then going to disengage from you, try to pull back from you. Let me see if there's anything.
Can I take a shot at him with my pistol, or am I out of attacks?
You can, but you have a difficulty 2 to shoot at him.
All right.
So increases difficulty to 2. So instead of 3, you have to hit 5 successes.
Let's see.
Exactly what you needed. Oh gosh, this is boom.
It's like that Indiana Jones scene where he just gets out his revolver and just goes blam into the guy with the scimitar.
Except this would be like if the guy with the scimitar was trying to hit Indiana Jones and missed twice and just got frustrated and pulled out his revolver and shot Indiana Jones in the face. All right, give me a damage roll for that because you don't get any specialties. So he's able to soak it up because you only got one success. So it's weird that it's rolling 1d6. Why is it rolling 1d6?
Why is it? Hang on.
Is there something going wrong here? Because it seems like it's rolling low.
Maybe.
Are you talking about the damage calculation?
Yeah.
If you look in what I put in chat, I think we've been doing damage wrong.
Because it's supposed to be more than 1d6. It's supposed to be your pool, and your base damage.
Because your weapon attack a weapon attack have a base damage and an ED damage.
Yeah.
So if you have a last people that has a profile of 7 plus 1 ED on an assessed attack, the damage of the shot is calculated as 7 plus the number of successes on the ED. So it's your base damage plus whatever you roll from that bonus pool.
Okay, so you automatically do those damages.
Yeah, so if it's a damage of 7, you always do 7, but you can do extra based on the ED.
Okay. So we have been doing it wrong. So you do for your damage, what is your DR?
My DR
For the weapon.
Let me double check that really quick. Base DR should be 12.
Okay, for the pistol?
Yeah, for the pistol.
Okay, so you do 12 damage plus 1. I think that is what that is.
Okay.
Because you have, or plus 3. It should be plus 3. So roll that again.
Hang on.
Or,
Let me just,
yeah, one more time. Just roll one more time. See if it works.
yeah, let me just do RD6-3.
Yeah.
There we go.
There we go.
That's still technically wrong.
It's still technically
Still
wrong.
technically
Yeah.
wrong? Okay.
Yeah, it should be /R space 3d6.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We're
And then
still
we'll
learning.
we'll
Yeah,
calculate the successes.
We're still figuring
Yeah.
it out.
So yeah, no extra
Okay.
bonus.
No extra
Or-
bonus. Yeah,
no,
one
is,
extra.
No, is a four
one.
is a success, right?
Yeah, 4 is a success. So you get one
Yeah, so it's
additional.
one
damage.
extra bonus. Yeah.
So you had 12 plus, what is it? 12 plus is 1. Yeah, plus 1 for this.
And is this
So-
a melee attack or a range?
This
Range.
is a range.
So then, yeah, that's it. Melee would also get your strength on top of that. So it'd be base plus ED plus strength for melee.
So, for an example, on like with Bull doing his, it would have been the 12 because his base, like his strength is 8 plus
Mhm.
the weapon being the 4 plus 3 on top.
Yeah. So instead of doing no damage, you did 13 damage.
Against the resistance,
Plus his resistance, but his resistance is 6, so that's
7 damage.
7 damage total. Okay.
Unless he had armor pen.
Yeah, AP, which I don't think he does.
Okay.
So let's go with
Oh no, the bolter pistol is AP -1.
So it would be 8 damage.
8 damage.
8 wounds, rather.
Yeah.
And if your damage roll exactly meets the resistance, they get 1 shock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this should have been much more bloody, much quicker.
Yeah, that's why I'm sitting there going,
It's
I feel like
okay.
this is
Yeah,
going slow,
that's-
but yeah,
that's-
I was like, these are Eldar. They should be dying pretty quickly.
Yeah.
yeah. I was doing some research and I found that little helpful exploratory or explanatory thing.
Wounds. There we go. Okay. Add the wounds here for this one. All right. So you did 8 damage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, he's really, really hurt, but he's got to be able to. He can try to do determination to try to shuck some of this off. So he did a that's the wrong one. Let me do it again because it's the different. He actually already took damage somehow. Oh yeah, because you attacked him, didn't you? Determination. Does he manage to do anything? He does 3. Or no, 4. So he manages to soak 4. So he has total of 4 damage to him. So, yeah. So yeah, he's hurting really bad. Or no. Yeah, and then he soaks 4 shock. Okay. So he's really hurting. Oh god. Okay. Yeah, he's gonna disengage now and then try to shoot you. But he's got huge penalties to shoot you with his.
Like he's got like a sucking chest wound by the look
Yeah.
of it.
Yeah. You just blew a hole through his chest. He is going to try to shoot you. So that is. Oh god, it's a lot.
Oh.
2, 3, 4,
Oh.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10, and your defense is 6, right? 4?
4.
Yeah. So he blew past it by at least. Yeah, he's gonna roll some additional bonus die for this.
Oh dear.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
So you automatically take 10 damage.
Ooh.
Ooh.
And then he also does 4 additional damage on top of that. Or, 4 additional damage on top of that. So, 14 damage. You're going to have to do a... actually, no, he has a difficulty of +2. So, it increases your defense by 2.
Okay, so
No,
6.
only 6s would work, because his difficulty you'd have to hit... Well, no, because it doesn't work like that. It works more like So your defense would be 6. So it reduces his number of attacks by. Let's see. He did.
Well, your resilience would be off the damage. Your defense is if it hits.
Yeah. So, but it increases the difficulty number of anyone by 2. And
okay.
So it would be. So it still goes through. So it didn't really matter. So yeah.
Temple dice, roll the dice. If the total icons is equal to or greater than the target's defense, it hits.
Yeah.
If the damage is greater than resistance, then it's wound. Yeah.
And what's your resistance?
My resilience is 12.
So resilience is 12. So, and he did a total of 15.
Yeah, I
did
think
4 additional.
Loken and I would have
14.
like similar stats.
Yeah, so 14 wounds. So he only 2 wounds go through.
Okay.
So you can do determination to soak it up though.
I will do determination to soak it.
Okay. So roll me determination, and if you get 2 successes, you can turn those into shock.
Where do I go? Determination.
It should be under your rolls section into combat. So yeah, you soak it up. You're fine. So you just instead of taking 2 wounds, you take 2 shock.
Okay.
So if you run out of shock, you become exhausted, which makes it much more difficult. So he's got a sucking chest wound, and he kind of reads back and just shoots this powerful laser rifle right into your chest, and it manages to just knock the wind out of you effectively, just for a moment, just push you back a little bit. All right, now it is.
He's getting ready to launch himself again at this guy.
Yeah. All right, who wants to be next? Is it going to be Tiberius? Is it going to be Bull?
Yes.
Tiberius. All right, Tiberius, who do you want to attack?
I would like to attack the first target I initially attacked because I'd like to finish the job, ideally. Right, but I have a question.
Yes.
Am I able to use my Molten Beam psychic power at close quarters?
I believe so. There's no rules against psychic power in close quarters.
Well, then I'm going to conjure the power that flows through me from the wall and fire a Molten Beam at this chap. So, what do I need to roll for you, sir? It'll be a...
It's a psychic test. If you look at your sheet, it should say next to the power. Take a look at it. Under your psychic powers, Molten Beam. It's a psychic mastery, so one of the options, which is right next to the dice mod under the activation action, you got to make that skill check first.
Ah, right. Let's make a psychic mastery skills check. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I'll do that.
Requirement to do it is 4. So you have to it's his defense. You have to beat his defense, and his defense is I want to say 6 or 3. Double check. So yeah, it's basically like an attack. You're just basically using your psychic power to attack.
Right. Okay. So in that case, do I have any modifiers or anything like that I can need to add? I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I don't think so. Okay, cool. Right, let's roll. Go on, dice. Be nice.
You got to do 3. You got more than 3. You got 4. You can't translate that into glory, but you can still use that. So still get a hit. So what are the
nice
damages?
Successful hit is nice.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Right, and now that will then the next bit will be the damage roll. Would that be correct?
Yes, which would be the damage dice over there. Now your automatic damage dice, I believe, is you deal 18 plus 2d ED and might set the target on fire. So you automatically deal 18 damage plus 2 ED. So your ED is plus 2 for this Molten Beam. And then roll roll the dice.
Okay, so plus ED2. Right, roll the dice. Hang on. DR? What's DR? Give me 2 seconds. Oh, that's... Never mind. All right. Boop.
2 successes. So you do an additional 2 damage. So you do 20 damage.
What Eldar?
All right. Where is his damage? He was already not doing so hot. Now he can try to soak this up with his determination. He does not. So he has a total of 20 damage. He is dead. Or no, he's resistance is 6. Yeah, still dead. He's still deader than dead.
So
describe
again,
to me how you immolate this man,
just
this
to take
alien.
the scene after having basically almost cleaved this chap in two, thrust his sword to one side and sent it scattering 4 meters. The utter derision of this power armored librarian is just going to just glower down again, balefire blue eyes, and just say,
Burn, heretic. Xeno Scum.
literally, an arm will cast out almost at point blank at his face. All right, or like this. All right, and then just the beam, this molten lance, which is effectively like a melter gun, is just gone off in this dude's face. And, well, there's just nothing really left.
There's no face left.
Did you ever see
There's
no head left.
You ever see Indiana Jones Lost Ark? You know the ending of the movie?
Yeah. All right, so I'm going to give him a nice little icon of dead there. So he is dead.
Dead.
He is dead. Deaderino. So with him being dead, it is now their turn. They are going to. He's going to try to disengage.
I guess. Let's take a step back here.
that might be a smart move at this point.
Yeah, step back towards the other giant.
Let's see. Let's make sure that I got for disengagement, because it is a movement action. I want to make sure it's not just a standard action as well. So.
Is that fall back out of
It's a fall
out
back,
of engagement?
yeah.
It's
Yeah.
action plus move.
Oh, it's an action plus one. So he's going to fall back after seeing his leader just get melt-a-faced off.
Yeah, move half speed out of engagement.
Okay, so I mean he's pretty fast. Speed. His speed is. I don't have a speed down here. I'm not trying to find it. It's a different thing for the NPCs. 7. Speed is 7. So he can move 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. He's backing away. Way back away. Just no. Now it's Grok or Omega or Malik. It's up to you.
Could I go?
Yes.
Sure. So for the guns on the ship, are they still able to, like, how far of a range or an arc do they have? Like, are they omnidirectional, or
so
are they
basically
only,
they're heavy bolters, and they're basically anything on like this side of the for the side guns on this side or this side of the Valkyrie can hit. So they can't be directly behind it or directly in front of it, but it can do that arc, like a 180-degree arc on those sides.
Okay, and is it like a single target thing? I'm assuming.
Yeah, you can use one.
Okay.
With your.
All right, that's
abilities.
fine. I would like to once again try to use one of these bolters, but since I'm using my Mind Impulse unit and I already quelled the machine spirit.
Mm-hmm.
So it says if I succeed, I get plus double rank bonus dice to all tests to operate the machine.
Okay.
So I feel like it would be my ballistic score plus 8, which is double rank.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Because rank is 4, so
Yeah.
So I should get 4 extra dice on my ballistic skill.
That should be fine. So yeah.
Okay. So bonus dice 1, 2, or 8 extra dice rather, because it's double rank.
Yes. Oof. There we go.
So
There
8
we
total
go.
successes.
His difficulty is 3, so his defense is 3. So you can roll that into glory, or you can roll that into the attack, into the damage.
Let's I haven't done anything yet. Let's put it into the attack.
Okay. So you just get an additional damage dice because it wasn't the wrath dice. So roll me some damage. You hit him.
What's the damage of the heavy bolters or the bolters on the ship?
Because they are definitely heavy bolters. So let me look that up.
Hold on.
For heavy bolter. Heavy bolter.
It is like a bolter, but heavy.
Heavy. For some reason, I've gone like Swedish Space Wolf.
Heavy bolter, base damage of 12, ED of 2. So I would roll 3d6, right? Because I rolled it over.
Yeah, it'd be 3d6.
Okay.
Bork.
So that's 2 extra. So that's 14 total damage with an AP of 1.
So his resistance is much lower because heavy bolter. So his resistance is 5. And how many damage? 18 total?
14 total.
So he took
And for
9
range attacks,
wounds, and his determination.
Go on.
His determination is 2 successes, so he can only soak up 2. The rest of them will go straight through him. It's a shock. So we said 9, right? Because he has a resistance of 5 plus 14. No, yeah, 14 damage. So
14 damage with 1 AP.
Yeah, with 1 AP. He's already calculating because his resistance is 5.
Got
so,
it. So 10 wounds.
10 wounds. So he soaked up 2, so it's 8 wounds. He's not dead, but he's hurting a lot.
So yeah, using my Mind Impulse unit is an action.
Okay.
So outside of that, I can only do... Is there anything else I could do?
Simple action or movement. Or free action.
Can't do that. Oh, within 11 meters. Okay. So everything on the bottom floor is within 11 meters of me. If I wanted to use my right of Magnometrics, which is basically my magnet ability to grab objects with magnets, could I try to disarm one of these guys to try to make them less effective or less dangerous to my party?
Yeah, that's fine. You can try to like grab their las blasters.
Yeah, it just says I can carry metal objects within 11 meters without touching. Let me get the exact rules. Page 138. You can pick up and carry metal objects up to 3 plus double rank meters away, which is the 11, without touching them. No test is required for either of these abilities. Requires a simple action. For the strength of this talent, use your for use when throwing an object or resisting another force is 1 plus double rank. So I guess it'd be a strength of 9 for this, which is what they would have to resist, I guess, to hold on to it as I'm pulling it.
Okay, which one are you trying to do?
I was gonna say probably one of the uninjured ones that might still have some fight left in them. So I don't know,
Okay. Maybe
one of the ones on this side that might have like a shot on either Logan's character or our Ogren friend.
So this one over here has it, and then this one over here. But they both been injured. He's been injured. He hasn't been injured, and he hasn't been injured. The one.
Let me grab the one to the right over here. Yeah, the one you just pinged. This one.
All right. So his strength is you have to beat a strength test of 9. Is that what it is?
So I don't know if you want to do like a roll off, or I'm not sure how that works. Contested checks.
We just both have to do strength. So your rating. What's your rating? The rating would be 9 for you.
Yeah. So I'm gonna roll 9d6.
Okay. Yeah. So you're gonna beat him anyways, but he got 3 successes.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5. Yeah, so you get it. So he's like trying to resist, and you just managed to like grab the I guess it's one of your mechadendrites, right? It's like reaching around and like sucking in the metal.
Yeah, because I basically just I can take one section of my body that's magnet or metallic and turn it into a directional magnet for a turn.
Okay. So you're I'm guessing your Mechadendrite kind of like reached around the statue and went and like just pulled the gun away.
And as soon as it gets close, I disconnect the magnet so that it never physically touches me, because no heresy shall touch this purified metallic body.
So it clatters to this wall over here. I'll say, just instead of touching you. So, all right, now it is one of their. That's your turn. So now it's one of their turns. He's dead. This one over here hasn't gone yet, so he's going to take a shot at Tiberius as well with his las blaster.
My armor is a fortress. None shall penetrate.
Oh, look, something new to kill.
Nope, he doesn't do anything. All right, so now it is Grok or
Bull would like to keep beating this person into the ground.
Continue to hit.
Bull now hit more. Bull hit more.
With a complication, you hit, but with a complication. Do you want to roll on the complication route, or do you want to like talk about what would be a funny complication or an interesting complication?
Well, mace or the maul swinging it a little too much. Maybe heat comes out of hand, goes flying off in a direction.
Oh, let me fix this real quick because I think this one is way too. There we go. So you maybe it goes flying off in a direction. Okay, so first do the damage, and then we'll see which direction it goes and how far it goes.
Okay. It's the R thing, right?
So what's the damage? What's the damage of it? The DR. Damage rating.
Base or in total? Because mine in total says
in total. 12 or 20? Yeah. So you do 20 damage. Plus 4. So roll with your DBD over there. Add 4 and then roll that damage dice next to it.
Okay.
For the Bolden Maul.
I clicked that button.
Okay. So you do an additional 4 damage. Or no, additional 3 damage. So 23 damage.
That's a lot of damage.
That's a lot of damage. Yes.
I'm pretty sure Flex Tech can fix that.
How dead is it?
He's already on fire.
It's actually merciful because you ended their suffering.
Yeah. He's dead.
So
he can't even
dead?
like he can determine, he can soak it up. He can't soak up enough because his determination is 2. So like even if he soaks, he's dead. He's dead.
Can I make this a little fun?
Sure.
Okay, because hitting him with the mace, he's gonna die. Mace flings out of his hand. This one's for Isaac. Grabs him by the arm, rips off his arm, and just keeps beating him with his arm.
So you smash him into the ground with the maul, but as you smash him into the ground, you like realize that your maul's on fire. So you just kind of go, huh! And like throw it in front, and then you're just like, whoa, and you pick up the rip his arm off and just keep beating his dead corpse and into the ground as far as you can go.
Whoa. Yes.
Okay. All right. Now it is their turn. 2 of them are dead. One of them is disarmed. They're all gone. It's now Malik's turn. It's Malik's turn. Malik is going to. He can't move. Let's see if he has a decent, and he's also staggered, so, let me see, Malik's weapon
Come on, Malik, I
range.
believe.
Malik has a range of 6, so let me double check that for the hotshot. It's a maximum long range of, oh, my bad. It's a hotshot volley gun is minimum range of 12. So yeah, he's definitely within range of everything, I think. Let's see where he is. That is with an 8, with an 8-6, with an 8. He's gonna see where his trusty Valkyrie had already shot at this one over here. So he's going to take a shot He's going to take a shot at that one. Come on, Malik. Do you mind if he uses some glory? Because I think y'all have still have 4 glory. So he's going to use
deserves some glory.
He's going to use 2 more. He's going to use 2 glory to add 2 more dice to this pool. And he hits with a crit.
Hey, there we go.
So yeah, he gets with crit, and he's going to move that crit over into an extra damage. So no extra damage for that one though. But he does do 6 damage on that one, plus no AP minus. Actually, Hotshot Volley Gun has an AP minus 2, which should be AP 2. So he does 2 additional, or so he reduces the damage by 2. This guy is just dead because that's a total of 6, and his resistance is 6 minus 2, so it's 4. So it goes 2 more bullets go through. He could soak it up. He could technically soak it up. Let's see if he does. He soaks up 1. So he has 1 wound remaining.
Oh my god, he's hanging on.
Yeah. Malik raises his volley rifle, and just fires it off, and it like just clambers into to him who's already been hit, and he's just kind of barely hanging on there. Now it is top of the order. Who wants to go first?
My time to be so kind to go first.
Go for it.
Because I wish to reach as a free action for my hand flamer.
Okay.
And I don't have a heavy bolter, I have a hand flamer. And I'd like to finish off what Malik started.
Okay. Give it to me.
So which one was the one we were attacking here? If you could just ping it for me, that'd be outstanding.
Right there.
Gracias, sir. Right, combat. So the Handflauenwaffen. Handflamme. Yeah, what's his range? Don't know. How do I see where its range is?
Click the little information bracket under there. I think I put the information, the range under the information. So the little eye icon.
Right. Let's have a look. See. Not sure.
So short range, you get a +1 to your attack. Long range, you get a -2. They get a +2 to their armor. Or to
well,
their
in
defense.
that case, I'm just going to stomp over here. The hand flamer in hand, so I'm definitely in short range.
Yes.
And then I'm going to I'm going to burn this Xenos. So that would be attack, wouldn't it? And I get a +1 to that as well.
Yes.
Because of the short range. Okay.
Yes.
So that's an attack mod of
yeah, mod of +1. Yeah.
Cool.
So all your things are a little bit better. So you got a 3 criticals. And 1. So you actually have 3 crits that you can shift over into glory if you wanted to. Because I spent 2 glory, you could just go back to 4 glory. If you wanted
to. Back to glory. Just put it back, yeah.
Okay.
Look, you're playing on an ultramarine. You should get used to glory. It's a glorious time, my friends. Fair choice. The ultramarines are here.
Oh God, what's the damage? What's the damage? And tell me how bad he burns. So no additional damage, but what's the base damage on it? What's the DR value of it?
7.
7.
So
He can't.
7 base damages.
He cannot soak up that much damage. He can. Yeah, he can't. He doesn't have enough. He already soaked up. He could only soak up maximum of 2, so he's dead.
Oh. Bless his cotton sock. So again, with a sort of with a quick draw of the hand flamer, Tiberius, not necessarily running, but sort of walks over to this bleeding Eldar Corsair on the floor, just sort of like clamoring to the bare scraps of life. Points the nozzle of this flamer. The igniter just flicks on blue and blasts him with a blasted wave of Promethean. And well, again, not much is remaining other than a charred corpse.
I'd like to point out.
You hear a modulated scream as he sort of like turns into corpse.
I'd like to point out 3 Eldar have died from fire now.
Yes.
Are we sure Tiberius isn't a salamander?
Nothing like Eldar barbecue to really stir the blood.
I'm pretty sure he's still an Ultra Smurf and not a salamander.
Yes, he's just an ultramarine who really in my mind, I feel like he really began to learn how to love fire because there's another librarian in the Death Watch who was from the Salamanders, and they just really bonded over fire.
Yeah,
That's what it
I
is.
love that. I
Bond.
love that.
We served with the salamander.
Yeah.
Our watch commander had a Salamander's librarian. I learned some really neat pyromancy tricks. We're just really bonded and connected. You know, we're two loving, space marines. We like humanity. We're cool to people. We'll just hit it off. It's all good.
Exactly.
Might have during the Death Watch spent some time with a salamander, like part of the chapter that was out on a planet that needed backup, and they were there nearby.
Yeah. There we go.
spent an unusual amount of time near salamanders.
You know
for
what I'm gonna say? I'm gonna go even further. I'm gonna add some flair to it. You knew a salamander who was in the Death Watch who was a librarian dreadnought.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yes!
Who had?
All I can imagine now is
Come here, little ultramarine. Let me teach you the ways of Promethean.
You're just riding on the back. Little piggyback rides. You just ride in the back of this dreadnought, firing fire everywhere.
What is it? Simple ride through Ultramar, the sax playing Ultramarine.
Yes.
Dude. But instead, it's a salamander dreadnought with fire everywhere.
we have the Ultramarines make the best of every situation.
All right. So now it is the other Corsairs' turn, because you just barbecued one to death. There's 3 dead Corsairs. Okay, I expected y'all to win this. This wasn't meant as a serious challenge to be fair, but I was just not expecting the fire and brimstone to happen so quickly. So this Corsair here is going to shroud himself and make a stealth check to try to disengage and disappear. Stealth check. All right, so it's just gonna be this.
I only got 2.
That's not good.
Oh, yep, that is a okay.
No, 1, yeah, and a complication.
So he fails to be able to stealth, and he tries to pull up his cloak, but he realizes that his cloak is got like bits of the leader's brains on it, so it's actually like flaring. So he thinks he's stealth,
goodness.
but it's just like it's like a walking cloak of dead brains and blood all over his visage.
It's a little smoking, there's a flaming maul probably not far from him, the psychic ability catching it Captain on fire.
But he is moving his way out that direction. All right, so we have had Tiberius, and then so now it's either Uthar, Bull, Malik, or Omega.
Oh, gentlemen, can Uthar try and finish off this sniper?
Yeah, go for it.
By all means, impress me.
Uthar's just gonna rush forward with his power axe towards the sniper. And he's not even gonna say anything. He's just gonna howl and just cleave to the side, try and cleave this just absolutely filthy sniper in twain.
Do it.
Now, there was something I did notice with Power Axe. They do have the rending rule as well. Let me look up what that does quick. Rending. These powerful weapons will punch through armor. When you shift an exalted icon as part of an attack with a rending weapon, the weapon's AP improves by the rending rating for that attack.
Yeah. So whatever rending. So basically, whatever your rending is. What is your rending? Rending 1, rending 2.
It's a rending. What did I say? Rending 1. Rending 1.
So it's rending 1. So that means that if you shift it over, your AP goes up by 1. So if you get a crit and you shift it over for crits, like you just did, yeah, you definitely can shift that over because you've got 1, 2, 3 successes, 4 successes, and then you can shift the last one over. Because his defense is 3, so you beat it by 1. So you shift that over. So this attack is AP minus 3 now?
It's AP minus 3, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So roll. So how much damage is the base DR? It's probably nuts.
The base DR.
It's not base DR. It's the DR. The DR is because it's a melee attack. What's the DR?
Yeah. Yeah. The DR is 11.
AP minus 3. His resistance is 4, so his extra resistance only 1. So 10.
And what's your strength?
It should 6. It should calculate it already because it's you got a melee attack. You click it as melee,
because
right?
your base damage is the weapons base damage plus your strength, and then you get the ED on top of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the base damage of at least an axe is.
Oh, I got you. Yeah, this is already factoring into that. Okay.
Yeah, it should be 5, then.
Yeah, 5.
Strength 11. That's the 11.
Okay, that's what it is. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
5, so 16.
So yeah, roll 5 ED is basically. Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus 1 actually. Roll additional 1 because you shifted over the crit. So.
Oh yeah.
So roll 1 more D6 and you should be fine.
Get that D6.
So close.
Yeah.
I put this one. Right. There we go.
No, so you missed that one too. So, I mean, you still did effectively 10 damage. He had 4 wounds left, and his determination is 3. So, he could technically... No, he couldn't. Because if he soaked up 3 shock, he would be without a shock. But then you'd still have 5 wounds left, and he's got 4 wounds, so he's dead. Tell me, describe to me how you dispatch this ranger.
Oh... Uthar, as he's letting out this howl, he just cleaves through the Eldar in twain. He tries to block it with his rifle, but the rifle just shatters under the force of the impact from this power axe. And, like, he doesn't so much scream as much as he just gasps as the power axe bites into his rib cage. Not even in his midsection, it's like through his ribs, and just tears through the organs in a vicious spray of blood that just splatters across the hull to our immediate left, and
just splits in 2 and then falls.
And just falls in half. It's not even I would say it's like that anime clean cut, but it's not.
No, it's violent. It's like
it is violent, explosive.
His top half explodes out backwards as his
he's bleeding through rib cage, spine, everything.
His spine snaps, and the force of the blow causes his legs to move one way and his body to be hurled over the edge of the.
The top half just falls over the railing and just hits the deck.
It's not even falling; it gets launched over the railing and ends up like
right in front of the one that's trying to escape too.
Yeah, right, like right there. So, let me show you all where on the. Show you all on the map where he was and where he is now. So he was here. And now he is here.
Part of him is there.
Part of him is
Ow.
here. So it is now the one Corsair who's going to try to escape as well. The other Corsairs can try to escape as well, very, very carefully. Go
places.
3. What's y'all's passive awareness?
Passive awareness.
Does it give a passive roll?
It should. It's half of your awareness skill, whatever it is.
Oh, my awareness is pretty high. My passive is 6.
My passive is 1.
My passive awareness is 4.
All right.
I've got a 3 awareness.
Okay, so all but Bull and Uthar can see him, even though he's shrouded, and he's going to try to move 1, 2, 3, 4.
I can
5,
see his psychic
6,
essence.
7. Yeah. And so this is the exterior, heading to the exterior of the ship, trying to escape. All right, now it is one of y'all's turn. It's either Bull, Malik, or
Bull, can you get there, or do you want me to take the shot?
Oh, I can't get the one that's near you, but the one closer to me, I have an idea.
Okay, I'm gonna try to get the one that runs. Do you want me to go next, or you want to go?
Yeah, you may go next.
Okay. Is he still within range of the bolter on that side?
Yeah. The bolter's range is insane.
So north of the screen or north of the map, is that like a door that's open, or like what is that?
It's like the bay doors for the ship.
Are they opened right now, or are they still closed?
They're still closed.
Okay. I was gonna say, because I would have, because if they were open, I would try to just physically cut off any means of escape. Like, is there any way I could like literally lock us into a box that they physically can't escape? Is that like a thing I have to worry about, or like, is there like a door there that they can just like slip through? You'd have
to like effectively attune yourself with the machine spirit to be able to, with the ship, to tell it to not open that door no matter what.
Yeah, I would. I think it's safer. Yeah, because I'm not sure if I can kill them in one turn. So I think it would be better to make sure that none of them can escape, so that the rest of my party can do what they're meant to do.
All right, DN3 difficulty for tech check then.
Okay, and so I'll use my
my
mind impulse unit for my actual action. So then that'll be a tech roll.
Yeah, you got it. Plus, you got some more. You've got
1, 2. I got 4. So our max pool is allowed to be 6, right? Can I put 2 to max out the pool and then use the other 2 to just further increase the success of this?
Yes. So it makes it very difficult for them to actually to test. Yeah. It'll increase his difficulty. Yeah. What I'll say is that for every one you add, it'll increase his difficulty by 1. So if you want to do 2, so his difficulty is going to go up by 2 if you do that.
1, 2, 3, 4 plus 4.
And how much you adding to
that's 12 successes. I'll push 2 to the pool, so that's 10, and then I'll push 2 to just add on bonuses to whatever this is.
Okay.
Yeah, and then so I will just I'll ring out to the group.
Their route of escape has been sealed. Vanquish this Xenos filth, brothers.
And that will be my turn, because I don't think I have any simple action that would work in this scenario, unless I could try to disarm one of the 2 that are still standing. Actually, are there armor metal? Is there armor metal?
Well, their armor is Wraithbone.
Okay, I figured as much, but I thought I'd ask the question to see if I can get cheeky with this.
Yeah.
Because I was just gonna physically try to just yank them back.
Yeah.
I don't think I can do anything else with a simple action.
No.
Yeah, and they're still well within my weapon range, so yeah, I'll just stay put, and I'll just say that I'm just focusing all my energy to making sure they can't get out of here.
All right. Let's see what else that could happen here. Looking through the complications. There's a thing that he had, which was. I'm looking at Malik real quick because I know he's next or soon next.
Yeah, because there's nothing else.
He was hindered.
I already took his gun.
He was not hindered. It's on the end of the next turn, so it was only 1, so he's good. 12 meters, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. They've all went, so it's either Bull or Malik.
I'll go. Let Malik have the last one. Let him recover a little more. So Bull's gonna drop the arm because clearly it's the fire's been put out from the Eldar, of course, and Bull gives a very bad math and assumes he's very far away, but not that far away, and goes, "I have something for this," and he pulls out and throws a frag bomb at him.
Oh no.
I don't want something dead. I want things to be turned into melt-a-slag. Okay. Go for it.
I throw a melta or the frag
It's a-
bomb.
It's
I
like,
was
it's
about
like
to
a
say,
demo
don't
charge.
melt
Please don't melt.
And he complicated on the wrath die.
For heaven's sakes.
I took a calculated risk. Man, I'm bad at math.
Okay, so scattering. Oh gosh. So area of effect weapons. You measure the distance. The blast rating determines. Okay. So it's definitely not going to hit where it's going to. So give me a 1d6 roll in the direction. I'll tell you where it goes. 6. So it doesn't go straight. So you think it's going to go this direction, right? Going there?
Yeah.
So you think it's going over here. But in reality, it's going this way. Roll a d6 to determine how many so 5. So it goes 5 meters. So it ends up right here.
Opposite somehow goes behind him.
Yeah, it goes. You threw it to the right of you. Your hand's still like got a little bit of a burn on it because of your flaming maul that you just kind of slip and it falls to the right. So what is the blast radius of it?
I actually don't know.
Is it effectively a frag grenade?
Yes, it's a blast 8, and that's basically all
Blast
I really know for the
8? I don't like the sound of 8.
That sounds like it's 8
Tiberius is over there.
meters.
Great.
Yeah.
Blast 8.
I'm gonna look at this for the blast because I think the blast characteristic means it goes 8 meters.
Oh no.
1 second. I'm gonna get up. Blast. Explosive damage. When you fire or throw a blast weapon, choose any point of the range. Yeah.
Oh no.
If you're measuring distance, the blast rating determines the radius of the explosion in meters. So it's whatever's in parentheses in meters is the radius.
Okay, so 8 meters. So if it's from
God.
here,
Yeah,
it goes.
each
Oh
meter,
Jesus Christ! It
radius.
hits everyone. It hits
Everything.
It hits everyone, but Uthar.
The one other guy.
Yeah, and the one other guy. It does hit him though.
Lohgrifson.
You were throwing it at the one that was to your left, and it ends up hitting the one on the right.
This is very Bullgrok. I mean,
Yeah.
this is
Bulgrok to a T.
His
This is
new
Ogre.
nickname is
Do it.
Bulgrok Butterfingers.
Yes,
Bulgrok
Bulgrok
Butterfingers is
Who
his
were in
new
a grenade
name.
in the first place is what I want to know.
The Astra Militarum. Yes.
Omega calculates the vector as it's going through the air, and it's just like, oh no.
Thought it was a frag grenade. Finds out it's a frag bomb.
Yeah,
Does my cover help at all?
it probably does. What's so first off, you have to roll the blast. So, I believe the blast is for those sorts of area of effect weapons. You measure distance from the blast. So roll your
Oh yeah,
damage.
because you missed. Yeah, you did miss. Okay. Yeah.
Paul, question?
You really missed.
This is a huge explosion. How's the Valkyrie gonna take it?
We'll find out.
Let's hope it's built sturdily.
So what's the base damage for that, by the way, Grok?
12.
Ow.
12.
12.
12. Okay. All of
It's
your
only
defenses.
12.
All of your you first roll the hit. Roll the hit. So give me a
Attack?
I think it's an attack. Yeah, because you roll
For blast?
a ballistic skill 3. DN 3 ballistic skill. That's what it is to make sure it Yeah, you missed. No, it just goes straight to the damage, doesn't it? Because it doesn't matter if it hits, because it's a blast weapon. You already rolled the hit. That's the problem. So you do 12 damage to the area plus 1. So 13 damage. The one you missed, the one that you actually hit, he's just dead. He just explodes. Oh, damn it. Sorry for those of you watching. We had a disconnection issue. So I'll be back right here in a few seconds because my stuff's coming back up, but that's why I said damn it. We should be back now. There we go. I'm back now. I don't know if y'all can hear me. I'm reconnecting.
Grenades.
There we go. There we go. I'm back.
There it is.
Okay.
We thought the damage roll was so good that it just completely killed all of reality.
I also lost Tiberius. I lost Loken's stream. Is Loken still here?
Loken had to drop off. He had something come up.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was a
He said it won't be a usual thing, but it happened.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's a one-off thing for him.
All right. So I'm gonna. All right. Let me go.
The bomb that broke the stream. That's gonna be legendary.
So
I'm so proud.
13 damage all around. I'm gonna roll for, or I'm gonna look at. I think everything is okay. I'm gonna look up everything's okay except for the Corsair that you were not trying to hit is explodified.
Yes.
Because he cannot soak up enough damage. So he
have a resistance of 17.
Wait.
So you're fine. Yeah, you're fine. Everyone's fine except for maybe the Magos. Magos, what is your resistance?
My resistance is 9. I don't know if my cover helps at all, but I have a base resistance of 9.
Let me look up cover because I think cover does actually help.
Oh no.
I'm so happy. I'm so happy I fumbled that fucker. The fucking Loken's character is just gonna look at me and go, the fuck?
The only good part is that my power armor prevents me from being thrown prone.
Yeah. Let me look up.
Hey, Ferric.
Shoot through cover. All right.
If it went to where it was supposed to land, you would have been in the blast.
Uthar would have been in a bad situation.
Yeah.
I would get a +2 defense, but since this is an area thing, it doesn't. I wouldn't say it does anything.
Yeah. Well,
right,
it would. Yeah, because it's
+2 to chance to hit,
yeah,
but not damage. So
yeah,
I would just say I have the 9 damage, and then what was the total after that?
Total is 12.
Okay, so I would have
three determination. You have to roll.
Yeah, 3 determination, which is just my toughness, right?
Yeah, it's your toughness, whatever it is. You should have a bar that says determination that you roll. So, and that'll determine how many you can soak. Yeah.
Oh, it is.
Under
Yeah.
your combat, yeah.
Oh, that wasn't.
Yeah, you're fine. So you take 3 shock instead.
Yep.
For simplicity's sake, I'm just gonna say a piece of the Valkyrie. I have to look up the Valkyrie. A piece of the Valkyrie gets hurled into the other escaping Corsair, and we have a dead Corsair. So all of them are now dead.
Uthar was gonna jump down and do a death from above.
Can Bull pull out a cigar that he has and lights it with whatever flaming wreckage nearby. Goes,
Yes.
"A job well done."
What are the rest of you gonna do? That explosion went off.
I think immediately. I think it would just burn my robes. I don't think it would
Uh-huh.
last long on my actual carapace.
Yeah.
Uthar's laughing. You guys
didn't
just hear the
take any damage.
space cackling as he witnessed this from the raft from the second story. He's just laughing his ass off.
All right, I feel like I'm gonna make a DM call for Tiberius. Tiberius is gonna walk up to Bull and go, Bull, bombs. Give me the bombs.
Bull just stares at him and goes, "No."
Okay, so then he will 100% use compel to make you give him the bombs. Let's see if this works. This is where it absolutely fails. So his compel is psychic mastery. So it's difficulty 5.
Okay.
So now you have to pass so it succeeds. Now you have to pass a DN4 will test. So you have to pass a will test of 4.
Willpower?
Willpower, just a willpower test, yeah. So you got a 3. Success and then a crit. So you must hand over the bombs.
Can I use one of my glory points?
Yes, you can, to add one more to the roll.
Yes.
Then roll one more dice. You have to see if it's success or not.
Yep. Okay, that's not the right thing I
Just
wanted.
roll 1d6. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nope.
Fuck.
Oh no.
So you will have to hand over. You don't want to, but your hand just hands over your remaining. How many did you have?
2.
2. So just 2 more goes in his hands, and he goes, "I will give them back to you when we're ready."
Boing! Blows a puff of smoke and goes sits down over where the card table was.
All right. So Malik, after everything's dead, do you want to do anything with the bodies? Do you need to do anything else? No. He's just gonna. Okay. Malik says, basically walks up, looks at him, kicks one of the one that has like a melt faced off, and starts inspecting the Valkyrie. And you hear him kind of go say effectively through his helmet. The Inquisitor will take care of these. I don't know how they got here, but it's not part of our mission. Our mission is to meet up with a battle fleet, which is currently engaged in or is currently planning an invasion of a heretical, the heretical 5th planet in the system. And then, as he's kind of explained this, as he's looking through the Valkyrie, and kind of goes, eh, and then climbs back in. There's going to be a difficulty. So there's anything you do with this Valkyrie is going to have an additional difficulty of 2 until it's fully repaired, but it's not destroyed.
Could I apologize. I'm having computer troubles. I am like, as soon as I see the fact that the Valkyrie is damaged, I think the sheer obligation to repair and heal the machine spirit would be the very first thing he would do. So he would rush up to the Valkyrie and immediately start to try to repair it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So give me your. I think this is tech skill for repair. So.
Yeah, it is. And you know what's the fun part? I have an ability that lets me. So when I go to repair something, it's double my tech. So I'm gonna roll 23 dice. So let's see. So
It looks
tech,
brand new.
Tech currently 15, so I need 23. Yeah, 8 more. Whoop.
Bucket o' dice. 14. I'm just gonna pull all your
And a wrath. I
know,
got
glory.
a crit on the wrath.
Yeah, so it immediately glory. That automatically
1,
goes into
2,
the pool.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's like 19 successes.
Okay. So you managed to soothe the machine spirit and repair it, and even find spots that were like just things that were not well sanctified. They didn't have the proper oils, and like this thing has not been maintained properly.
Heretical vessel.
Yeah. It's not tainted, but it's definitely been abused.
I think as he's doing it, like it's because he has a combi tool mechadendrite that basically allows him to do all this. I think he would just be. I know. So Tiberius is interacting with Grok, but the entire time they're just being berated by him.
How can you be so careless around such a precious vessel of the machine spirit?
And it's just going on and on, just like spewing outrage while he's attending to the vehicle.
Doesn't hear a thing. Bolgrok.
No, probably not.
Bolgrok's half deaf from walking through shellings of guardsmen artillery.
And an explosion going off right behind him. It's still a bit of a
that's
ringing.
fine.
I mean, cool guys don't look at explosions.
All right. So we're going to end this with, he kind of gets into the Valkyrie, starts everything up. As everything gets going, he tells you all to load up. You pile into the Valkyrie, closes the doors, the side doors, and then he flies off into space, heading towards Battlefleet. Let's just see what's a good name for it. Let me go. Random.
Battlefleet Gothic Armada.
Well, I don't want to use an actual battle fleet, so I'll have to use a. I'll do this. So you're going to meet up with the Arrow of Phoben, and it's which is an Imperial naval vessel, which is waiting for you. Well, not really waiting for you. It is in orbit around the planet, the 5th planet, which is called. Persona Primus. And we'll kind of wrap this up here as you're heading out there, and let's go with favorite moments from this episode. We'll start with you, Tyric.
What? Sorry, roommate was talking to me about apartment stuff.
Favorite moment of the episode.
What part do you think?
When you screwed up the bomb?
Yes.
Okay. Let's go with Ferric. Favorite moment.
I mean, aside from the goriest kill of the session, I think, the bomb. And the fact that Uthar is witness to it, is not affected by it, but at the same time, he knows it annoyed the hell out of Tiberius, so he's just laughing his ass off. Because if Tiberius is annoyed, he's happy.
Atomic, favorite moment of the episode.
I have to make it 3 for 3 because that was by far the the most exciting moment of this whole thing, outside of just probably all the various uses of flamer Promethium. But yeah, that explosion was just like, it was, especially with how Grok acted the last session. Mm-hmm. It was just so like chef's kiss, perfect.
That's just Grok. I feel like we're gonna have a situation where Grok is constantly failing on his wrath die, no matter what happens, and it's going to be glorious.
It's going to be glorious, and I wouldn't be surprised if someone died from it.
Oh God.
I mean, 2 Eldar died from it.
Yeah. They have a point.
Oh, all right. All right. Well, thank you all for joining us here today with Shadows of the Aquilla episode 1. Like I said, episode 0 should be up shortly, and then this will be up after that on our YouTube, youtube.com/The Spice Must Roll. So you can join us there. And we'll be back again Saturday for them discussing the next stage of their plan, their first location of the dangerous alien artifacts they're trying to collect in the planet of Persona Primaris.
Grok will get his grenades back.
Yeah. The reality bombs.
Yeah.
Strong enough to break
That's what
a
we're calling
screen.
them now, the reality bombs.
All right. Thank you again for joining us. And like I say every time, hope to see you someday in the black.